Hey YouTube, the Vegan Heathen here. I wanted to do a video today because it's been a little while. Totally digging my new haircut. Gotten mostly good responses about it, except for some of the people at work that are kind of lame. So, whatever. Um, so I went to a protest, demonstration, outreach thing this weekend. On Saturday, in Huntington Beach, Ray Comfort likes to go and give his little speeches and stuff. So we were just on the other side with like a sign that said, "We don't believe in God. Um, join the club," or something like that. It was very like, or basically it was saying, if you don't believe in God, it's okay. Like, you're not alone. Um, we got a lot of really good feedback. We got people who came to us and gave us like high fives and shook our hands and all that kind of stuff. So that was nice. Um, but we did get a lot of really bad looks, just like we were the scum of the earth. Um, we were told we were terrible people, that we were going to go to hell. Where do we get our morals from? Where do we get our values from? Blah blah blah. We believe in nothing. We come from apes. We come from monkeys. We come from monkeys. Um, and just on and on and on and on and on. And I think I kind of got through to some of them, not like converted them or anything, but at least like I kind of explained that um, I want to be a good person because it's the right thing to do, not because I'm afraid of a God. I want to do everything I can to help people rather than praying for them. And I want to help as many people as I can because I can't depend that a God is going to take care of it. And I have to live my life like this is the only one because it probably is. There's no knowing if there's another life. We can't depend on it. So we got to make the most of what we have now and be the best people that we can be. And if we are bad people, then we have to live with that guilt. We don't have an imaginary friend to bear that burden. We have to ask for forgiveness from the person that we hurt. And that's way more difficult than asking a God for forgiveness. So when I kind of explained it like that, they just kind of stopped and they were like, "Oh, why aren't more atheists like you?" And I was like, "They are. It's just they're afraid to be themselves because of how people treat them." And they're like, "Well, if more atheists acted like you, we wouldn't have such a bad view of atheists." And I was like, "Yeah, that's what we're trying to do today. We're trying to de-demonize it." They're just like, "Wow, okay." There was one kid, like teenager, 18 or whatever. He was like going on and on and on about being Christian, and I was like, "Have you read the Bible?" He's like, "No." And I was like, "Okay, but you believe it's the true word of God, right?" He's like, "Yeah." I was like, "Okay, so how were Adam and Eve created?" He's like, "Huh?" I was like, "Well, in the first story, it says that God created the heaven, the earth, the land, the sea, the animals, the birds, everything, and then human. And then the next time, like in the next chapter, he says that he created the heavens, the earth, and man, and then animals." I was like, "So which one was it?" He's like, "Oh, well," I was like, "because it has to be one or the other. It can't be both. But if it can't be both, then it's not the true word of God. How do you take some parts literally and some parts metaphorically?" He's like, "Oh." um, so I said, homosexuality is a sin, right? Right. Okay, well, in Leviticus it says that you have to stone gay people. Oh, well, Jesus came to abolish those laws. And I said, actually, in the Bible it says that Jesus deliberately said that he was not here to abolish his father's laws, that he did not bring peace but a sword. He's just like, "Oh." I was like, "So technically you have to stone me to death because I'm a lesbian." He's like, "Well, it says don't murder." And so it just like went on and on and on. But I told him, read the Bible. When you're done, you'll probably be on our side. He's like, oh, I doubt it. And I was like, okay. Well, I gave him my email address, and so we could like finish the discussion and stuff. And I'm curious to see what he learns, because I heard somebody say, like, different topic, well, same topic, but different scenario. I think it was on a video or something. Maybe one of the Gamma Atheist videos. Oh, I don't remember now. No, it was a Friendly Atheist. That's what it was. Somebody on his podcast was talking about how once God becomes a metaphor, you become an atheist. And I was like, wow. Because my atheist story is a long one. I went through stages of agnosticism. I went through trying to be a Christian. I never really accepted, I accepted Jesus into my heart, but I was like, obviously he was a nice person and this and that, whether he was the Son of God or not, I don't know. So then I started thinking, well, are there churches that don't necessarily follow Jesus? And I went to a really liberal church, and I was like, oh, this whole Jesus thing is just creepy. And then I found myself thinking, well, is there a church that gets rid of God too? That was kind of when it clicked. I was like, oh, yeah, that probably makes me something else. There was kind of just a lot of things that happened that just kind of made me an atheist, or made me realize I was an atheist. Because talking to the people at the hangout, the demonstration, I was told that they basically think I was an atheist since high school. I just wasn't ready to accept it. I was holding on to the belief, kind of like the gay thing. I was holding on to the belief that I was straight because it would be easier. So, shit happens. And I'm happy, at least I'm living my life now. And I've tried to do a lot of good things with the time that I have right now. I want to go back to school for psychology because it's something I've always wanted to do. This weekend I'm going to go to a climate change demonstration to, raise awareness. I have a shirt that says science doesn't give a shit what you believe, so I'm totally digging that. And then Sunday I'm doing a kitten adoption for rescued kittens and cats. And then I'm gonna get my mouth swabbed to see if I could be a bone marrow transplant for a friend of a friend's nephew. So overall, I'm trying to be the best person I could be. I noticed that once I got rid of thinking that I could pray for somebody, it's kind of oh shit, I have to do something about this because no one else will. So that's kind of why I'm here, sharing my story. So, even if you believe in a God, don't necessarily believe that your prayers are going to be what saves somebody. If you want to help somebody, you have to help them. You can't just pray for them. So that's what I have to say. So thanks for watching. Bye.